Lights low, screens glow, real news in the air. Welcome to the movie Lair. From Marvel to DC, every frame gets shared. Welcome to the movie Lair. No cap, no spin, just cinema flair. If it's film or TV, yeah, you know we there. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the yeah. Welcome to the movie Lair. Yeah. Welcome to the movie Lair. We report the facts and the rumors, just keeping it square. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Lights low, screens glow, real news in the air. Welcome to the movie Lair. From Marvel to DC, every frame gets shared. Welcome to the movie Lair. No cap, no spin, just cinema flair. If it's film or TV, yeah, you know we there. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. We report the facts and the rumors, just keeping it square. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. We report the facts and the rumors, just keeping it square. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Yeah. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Lights low, screen glow, real news in the air. Welcome to the movie Lair. From Marvel to DC, every frame each share. Welcome to the movie Lair. No cat, no spin, just cinema slayer. It's full TV, ain't no we air. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the Lair. We report the facts and the rumors, just keeping this square. Welcome to the movie Lair.
What up, y'all? Who is this? Dune saves girl if you don't hurry up. First off, I don't even know who you are. How you rushing me? Who are you? Make yourself known. Are you a regular? You can't be a regular because my regulars don't rush me. They know we play music over here. Tell my girl, hurry up. What up, she? What's up, y'all? Hope y'all are having a great holiday weekend. I'm sorry this live is so late. I'm sorry I have not went live the last week or two. Life has been lifing, y'all. I have been busy as hell. Been busy, you know. Life has been lifing. And even this live is not going to be my best live because I feel under the weather. But I'm like, I haven't went live in 2 weeks. I feel like I got to do it. I feel like I owe it to y'all. But, you know, hopefully next week we're going to have a better live. But this, I just kind of put some stuff together at the last minute. We just going to go through some of the news of the day. Nisha said, hey, Tina. Hey, everybody. Hey, Nisha. Thanks for showing up. She said, life be life. And yes, it do. I've had a very busy week. So, and when I do these lives, like I work really hard on getting like the material together. And I just felt like, I haven't had a time to get it together this week. So I put some stuff together, you know, but this may not be the best. But we're going to talk about all the gossip, all the comic book news and movie news is, you know, we're going to save some stuff for next week too. But yeah, man, it's 10 o'clock. I ain't going to keep y'all long. We finna get this thing rocking and rolling. Tyrone said, what up, Tina? And yo, Tina, it's okay. It's life. You're right. It's life. It's life, man. Y'all can hear it in my voice. I even still feel a little under the weather. Got my water in here to stay hydrated, but we're going to get through this stuff, man. We're going to get through it. Marvin said, "Hey Tina, I don't usually chat much, but much respect." Okay. I appreciate that. I know it's just sometimes people here who just watch and don't chat, but just let me know you're there. Sometimes I want to know who I'm talking to. But thanks for putting that in there, Marvin. Nathan said, "What's good, Tina?" Nathan, man, I'm trying to push through it. You can hear it in my voice. I'm a little under the weather, but we gonna get through this stuff, y'all. I ain't even gonna keep y'all long. We finna go ahead and just start it right now. Let's go. Let's get this information out. I hope y'all are having a great weekend. It's the 4th of July. I'm not really big on celebrating those colonizer holidays. It's just me. I don't really celebrate them. So, but I understand if y'all are with y'all families. Hopefully y'all have a safe weekend. People shooting fireworks, confusing it with guns and all type of stuff. Y'all have a safe weekend. I will be in my house, not doing nothing. I'm not leaving. I don't get outside for them holidays. People start acting crazy during the holiday time, so I will be home, probably in the bed sleep. But y'all be safe if y'all are going to be out and about this weekend. Lawrence said, "Hey Tina, hey gang, I was watching Love Island." Y'all, I have never seen Love Island. I see everybody talking about it, and I'm like, that's one of those shows I just cannot watch. Because I know if I get in it, I'm going to be in it. And I don't need another show like consuming my life. But shout out to all y'all who do watch Love Island. I got too many shows that I'm consumed with. I cannot add another to my plate. I just cannot. At one point, I was addicted to watching 90 Day Fiancé. Oh, I love 90 Day Fiancé. I haven't watched it in a while. I'm going to start back watching it. But yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and get this thing rocking and rolling. We're going to go through some general movie news to start this thing off. Only like one or two like general movie news topics. And then we're going to talk a lot about all the Marvel and DC stuff. We're going to have a doozy. But yeah, man, let's get into it. Oh, gosh. And we got to talk about the Jonathan Majors movie. John. What is going on, nephew? What is going on? But let's get into it. Let's talk about the first topic here. She talking about what's up with this Love Island stuff I keep hearing about. I don't want to speak on it because I don't watch it. So I don't, I'm not going to talk on it. I don't know. You got to hit Lawrence up and tell Lawrence to tell you about Love Island. I just know it's hot. Everybody watches it. I'm not in the Love Island universe, so I'm not going to speak on it. Oh, man. Shout out to everybody. Like the girl, Olandria. I don't know who she is. I know she came off of Love Island and she just be everywhere now. But shout out to Chocolate Girl from the South making moves. Shout out to Olandria or Olandria. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. But I'm like, sis, I don't know what you did on that island, but you be everywhere. And now you look good doing it. So shout out to you. Shout out to the dark-skinned black girls out here winning. All right, man. Let's start the show. Let's talk about our good brother Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent. Let me get my headphones on. All right. Lawrence said, think of it like the Hunger Games, Love Island. Dwayne Coleman said, hello, world. What's up, Dwayne? What's up? See, they already shooting fireworks. Nerves already bad. Why y'all shooting fireworks already? All right, y'all, let's get into it. Let's talk about 50 Cent. All right, y'all. So 50 Cent just keeps expanding his TV empire. He just keeps it going. So according to Variety, Starz is developing a series based on the graphic novel Bone Parish with 50 Cent executive producing through G-Unit Film and Television. Now, this ain't your typical crime drama either. This story follows a family in New Orleans that builds a criminal empire around a drug made from the ashes of dead people. Okay. And the drug gives people like haunting visions of the past. So we talking about crime, supernatural, horror, family, drama, all rolled into one. All rolled into one. So if you've been watching what 50 Cent has been doing with the Power universe, you already know he knows how to build out like crime franchises. That's his thing. That's his niche. And this right here sounds like it could be something similar to what he's doing, but a little different. A little different. And guess what? This story is about a white drug family. Okay, so everybody claims 50 Cent is just making gang movies that's detrimental to black people. And why is he just bringing the black community down? Well, congratulations, the main characters are white in this one. Okay, they white. Now what y'all got to say? But it's taking place in New Orleans, so I'm sure the cast will be diverse. But yeah, man, I haven't read these graphic novels. I don't know much about them. I just did like a little Google search on it. But, I mean, it sounds like it could be interesting. Y'all know I love me some good old supernatural stuff, witches, ghosts, vampires, stuff like that. So, you know, I might check it out. I got to see what it's working with. Blue's in the house. What up, Blue? How you doing, brother Blue? I'm going to talk about you and your cape you be having on for James Gunn. Whew, Jesus, I ain't never seen somebody cape for a white man like Blue. All right, but yeah, man, 50 Cent and Parish, he will be executive producing this TV show about a gang who has drugs that are made out of dead people's ashes in New Orleans. That just sounds like all wrong. That sounds like it's going to be a lot going on. But if y'all know me, I always tell y'all New Orleans is my favorite place in the world to visit. I just love New Orleans. I love it. So I'll be watching it. I'm going to be watching it because I love New Orleans. I will watch anything that takes place in New Orleans. I love it. I just love that little town. It ain't even a big city, just a little town with good food, good culture. I love New Orleans. Tyrone says so. Basically, Power with an eerie twist. Hey, you said it, not me. Okay, you said it, not me. Next up. John. The mighty have fallen. What? What happened? All right. So we have some information on Jonathan Majors' next movie called Run, Hide, Fight, Infidels. And you know what? It's interesting. Okay. They said this movie is anti-Palestine, anti-woke mind virus. And I'm like, Jonathan, what? How you go from being like Martin Luther King, standing by the people, I gotta do right for my community, to like partnering with people who use words like anti-woke? Jonathan. All right. So here's the information. This is a sequel to the 2020 movie Run, Hide, Fight. And I never heard of the movie. I don't know what the hell the other movie is about. But anyway, Jonathan Majors plays a Delta Force vet who's fighting Islamic terrorists on a college campus. And the movie is supposed to come out this fall, and it costs like $5 million to make. So, I mean, fairly low budget film. Let's take a look at this trailer. Let me see if I have this trailer here. Let's see.
We have a terror warning in Northern Virginia.
Radical Islam has designs openly on the West.
The FBI thwarted a terror plot on New Year's Eve. Violent attack over the Halloween weekend in Michigan.
Protests on college campuses showing no signs of stopping.
Let
I don't know, John. I, I don't know. I don't know, John. But anyway, the producer said, specifically talking about Jonathan Majors, he loved the script, loved shooting the movie, and he's so great in the film, and he's totally 1,000% behind it, while confirming Majors will also be hitting the promotional circuit for the film. You doing promo for this too, John? Here's the log line, y'all. So, when radical Islamic terrorists hijack a liberal college pro-Palestine encampment to enforce law on students, a ragtag band of red-blooded students, a security guard tired of Uncle Tom smears, what? And a Delta Force vet must arm up to save their clueless peers and keep America from surrendering to the enemy on its own soil. Okay. Now, I will be the first to say, I don't know much about the beef between Israel, Palestine, why the U.S. is involved. I don't know a lot about it. Okay. I purposely stay away from it because the things that I do see like happening to kids over there is so sad. I don't even look into those horrors. So I really don't even know a lot about this conflict, but I always knew when Jonathan Majors signed on to this project with Maga Ben Shapiro that this was gonna be that this movie was just gonna be like crazy. Like even the log line is inflammatory. Like, why would you put in your log line a security guard who's tired of Uncle Tom smears? Like, come on, y'all. This is the log line. Islamic terrorists are hijacking a liberal school of clueless peers and keep America safe. Like this sounds so crazy. Jonathan, if you didn't get paid at least $2 million for this role, like, bro, it was not worth it. It's just not worth it. Nobody is going to watch the movie, one. And why would you want to have your name sullied around this type of foolishness? Like how do you even hit the promotional campaign and promote this movie in like good faith? Like, but to keep it real, I mean, Jonathan Majors, he from the South. His grandma a preacher. Well, I ain't gonna say he from the South. He from the West and the South. I mean, a lot of Southern black men are conservative if we keeping it real. If we keeping it a buck. So this just might be him. I don't know. Good luck, John. Good luck, nephew. That's all I can say. Good luck. Good luck. Lauren said, I'm not watching this movie. I don't think nobody is going to watch it. That's why I'm like, bro, if you ain't even get paid at least $2 million, like, why would you even? I don't know. Torian said, I see you have a co-star in the background. Yeah, my dog is always here. Torian said, and this isn't necessarily a trailer. It's mainly clips from real life tragedies, so it's nothing from the movie itself. Yeah. I don't know, John. Good luck, brother. Good luck. Figure it out, sir. Get it together. All right, what we got next? We jumping on over to DC. So, DC's first anime series, Joker, Laugh Riot, has been greenlit, and there's also a new series centered on Superdog, Crypto, going into development. Absolute Batman is DC's comic book sensation. I don't know nothing about it. I ain't never read it. But they said they are about to develop that into an animated project. Now, this is what I did look up about Absolute Batman. So, from what I understand, this story reimagines Batman from the ground up, you know, when this comic run started. You know, we all know Batman is used to being from a wealthy family, you know, clean-cut guy. This version of Bruce Wayne lost one parent, not two. He's a blue-collar worker from the projects. Batman from the projects? He's what? He's a blue collar worker from the projects, not a, kid with money from Gotham. And he is jacked. He's built like the Hulk, and he's not afraid to drop kick a kid who's part of the gang of evildoers. So this type of Batman, he gets busy. That's what they saying. I don't know nothing about it. I ain't never read the comics, but from what I see, a lot of people like it. It's supposed to be like one of DC's like highest selling comics. Well, they're now turning this into an animated series. So from what I know, DC does pretty good with their animated series, and people like Batman. So sounds like we getting a little Batman show, an anime Joker. That sounds interesting. Anime and Joker and Crypto. Crypto don't need no full like animation like series. Give Crypto a little 30-minute short like they used to do Groot. They used to give Groot little 5-minute little shorts here or there. Crypto, we don't need no full series on Crypto now. I don't know about that. Y'all still talking about Jonathan Majors. Talking about I don't even know what to say about this. Let's go back. So Nathan said he's never made any personal views about Palestinians that I'm aware of, so he's just an actor and the check cleared. Man, for me to be involved with Maga, they tell you, they like make it very clear the things that they don't like and they don't align with. For me to kind of like, you got to pay me like a lot of money to like play ball with them for me to be that compromised. And the budget on this movie is $5 million. So they couldn't have paid Jonathan Majors much. They could not have paid him much for you to like be involved with something like this. And listen, I'm the biggest person that I feel like people should be able to make whatever art they want to make. I feel like Ben Shapiro, if he has a camera and money and he wants to put this out, I'm going to be the person that always roots for put your art out. That's cool. People ain't got to watch it. Now, for me to participate in the art, that's when it's just like, so I don't know. I mean, this movie might come out and it might be the best thing smoking, and Jonathan Majors might hit the press and he might tell us why he decided to do this film. But right now, it just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's talk a little bit about Clayface. All right, so we got an official synopsis for Clayface, and this is coming from the Scooper, the Beyond reporter, and he says the synopsis is: Once the world's most beloved actor, Matt Hagen's glamorous life is shattered when a forbidden affair with a Gotham City mob boss wife leads to his brutal disfigurement. Desperate to reclaim his shattered identity and his prized looks, Matt turns to a mysterious female doctor who administers an experimental underground drug. However, the miracle cure comes with a horrifying price, triggered by deep sorrow, trauma, and fits of rage. Matt's face begins to melt, slowly transforming him into a monstrous entity. I don't read DC Comics. Is this part of the comics? Like, is this what happened in the comics, that he had an affair with a mob boss's wife, and then the mob people beat him up, and then he went to the doctor and he became disfigured? Is that from the comics? Let me look it up. Hold on. Let's see. What is Clayface's origin story? This sound new. Matt Hagen. Yeah, man, this is new. This does not sound like any origin from the comics. So y'all know how I say they don't damn follow the comics anyway. So it sounds like in this version of Clayface, he's an actor and he sleeps with the mob boss's wife. Sounds like the mob tears his ass up. He gets disfigured. He goes to this doctor to see if they can fix his face because he's an actor. The doctor does some type of experimental drug and messes him up. And that's how he becomes Clayface. So this sounds like it's definitely a change. Listen, man, they got to get a win with Clayface. I know some people want Batman to show up, but this sounds like Clayface's origin story. So there isn't going to be like a Batman hunting him down because it sounds like in this version of Clayface, he the good guy. He just an actor who, sleeps with the wrong person, gets beat up, and then he turns into a monster. So sounds like Clayface is going to be the protagonist in this film. And I know some of my, fellow YouTubers, they're hoping that Batman shows up, but it doesn't sound like there's a need for Batman to show up because in this movie, it sounds like Clayface is the good guy and he's going to be going after probably the mob people who beat him up. So there wouldn't be necessarily a need for Batman to show up because Clayface kind of like the good guy. So I don't listen. I think this movie is going to do just fine. It has a low budget, $40 million. Look, if this movie can cross 120, you got to give DC a round of applause. You got to say, hey, man, you guys got one, with this. I just don't think Batman going to show up because it sounds like there's not a need for Batman per se unless Batman finna team up with Clayface to beat up the mob people. So, looks like this is going to be a completely different origin story from the comics. He's going to be an actor who gets caught with his pants down. That's why y'all need to leave these women alone. That's why you need to get you a woman and get married and don't be out here philandering in these streets and you won't end up getting caught up with the mob boss's woman. Leave these women alone. They be trying to set y'all up. Are y'all going to go check out Clayface or y'all going to skip this one? I know DC is going through a little tough time right now. Ooh, allergies are bad. All right, let's move on. We getting through these topics today. Mr. Terrific. Hold on. Let's talk about Mr. Terrific. All right, so before I went live, we got some news that DC is currently developing a Mr. Terrific TV show. All right. So it's being reported that a Mr. Terrific TV series is officially in development at DC Studios with Alan Heinberg as one of the writers. He's also the writer from Sandman. Now, here's the real question. This is the question that I'm asking because y'all know I'm not big into DC. I don't know a lot about DC. Is Mr. Terrific interesting enough to carry his own TV show? Because if you only know him from the trailers or the Superman movie, you might be thinking, he's just a smart guy with the floating spears or whatever. But y'all comic fans know there's a lot more to Michael Holt than that. From what I've looked up, this is a man who's considered one of the smartest people in the entire DC universe. He's an Olympic-level athlete, a billionaire inventor, and somebody who's overcome a lot of personal tragedy. The challenge isn't whether the character is interesting. The challenge is whether DC can make general audiences care about him. Like, that's a concern here. That's a concern. And having Alan Heinberg attached, gives me a little bit more confidence because the Sandman is pretty good. So, he's pretty good at handling complex characters. I just think this series will live and die based on the writing. I mean, if they lean into Mr. Terrific's, intelligence, detective work, intelligence, all that types of stuff, maybe it could work. Don't make him like some kind of Batman clone because they got kind of, similar things going on. Plus, I mean, if audiences respond well to him in the next Superman movie, that could give this show a huge boost. So, it might can work. I'm just a little concerned. Can DC convince casual fans to watch a Mr. Terrific show? Now, like I said, I ain't gonna flex. I have some concerns. I just don't know how many people are checking for Mr. Terrific, so they gotta make this show good. Like, of course, comic book fans, DC fans, y'all know who he is, but I don't think the average person knows who Mr. Terrific is. And it's already going to be a show with a black man lead. So I think they need to bring some people on to this project to add a little sauce to it. You know, got to put a little seasoning on it to make this thing go. Because when you think about all the successful black comic book projects, whether it's Black Panther, Spider-Verse, Black Lightning, Luke Cage, all of them got a little flavor in it. You know, it's a little seasoning in it. Our culture is infused in it. Now, true enough, we are not a monolith. We're not all alike. But you already have an actor playing him who's not a superstar. You're working with a character who isn't a big name blockbuster character. And the DC is already like in a fragile state right now. So you got to bring a good team on to liven this project up. Like, this is going to be a tough sell. Like this cannot be a boring show. Y'all, they have got to surround this man with some good talent. And if we keeping it real, I honestly don't think this show will see the light of day. I just don't. They got to do a good job with him in Superman Part 2 to make the general audience care about this character. Me personally, I'm not super excited for a Mr. Terrific show. But if this show starts to move further into development and they bring more people on, I might can get on board with it, you know. But this is going to be a tough hill to climb with this character and with this actor. So, I don't know, man. I don't know about this one, y'all. I don't know. Tyrone said, in my personal opinion, this should have been a solo Nightwing movie. He has the fan base and is traditionally a grounded character. Lauren said it's giving streaming. Yeah, it's supposed to be a streaming show. I don't think it's not a movie. Jay says Gunn is looking for a win. Lauren said, I think he should make more appearances before he gets a solo project. Me too. Nathan says, I don't think I'm going to like this series. I'll still check it out. It's all about the tone. I hated Superman, so if it's that tone, then oh dear God, no. Lauren said, I also feel they need to focus on the heavy hitters in phase 1 and save these side characters for phase 3. Yeah. She said, I'm all for Mr. Terrific getting his shot. Let's go. Okay. O-Dog says, I'll check out Mr. Terrific, but yeah, it's got to be right and add different characters to build his world out. Nisha says, really, Tina, you don't think it's going to make it out? No. I have no faith. Listen, Nisha, girl, I have no faith in nothing that James Gunn puts his hands on. That's just me. I think James Gunn lucked up, got into Marvel when Marvel was, doing really good. He hit it with Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy only worked because it was in that Marvel bubble, right? He made 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And for some reason, somebody thought this man should be an executive over a whole studio because he made a couple good movies. I don't even want to say good. They weren't for me. Guardians of the Galaxy is just not for me. I'm not going to hate on Guardians. There's a fan base for it. People like it. But I never thought in no world should this man be an executive over a whole studio because I just... Natik says, if Mr. Terrific gets a show, they need to bring in any character A through Z so those characters can show up in the movie to tell the full DC story. This is going to be a TV show, not a movie. Lauren said, I don't even know if James Gunn will be there past Man of Tomorrow. Yeah, that's the question. She said, here we go. Jimmy Gunn gets the heat. I just think he's just so mediocre. I think he's just so mediocre. And it just amazes me how you can just be mediocre and become an executive at a not just any studio, an executive of DC Studios. Like I just feel like when you give somebody that type of job, like you need a little bit more experience than 3 movies. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's just me. When James Gunn was hired, I'm like, y'all, no, y'all, this man is not an executive. He's just not. He's not. He's not. Can y'all hear me? Oh, my mic went out. Yeah. He's just not an executive. He's a creator. He is a creator. He's a creator. He's not an executive. Those are 2 completely different hats. And I think he sat back, he watched what Kevin Feige did, and he was like, I could do that. And it's like, you and Kevin Feige not the same person, because Kevin Feige don't be trying to direct the movies, James. You got to pick a hat. But I don't know about Mr. Terrific, y'all. I don't think this TV show is going to, I don't think it's going to be made. I don't think it's going to be made. I don't think like there's nothing about this character that makes me want to pick up the phone and call my folks and be like, y'all got to see that Mr. Terrific. Like, he just kind of like, he cool. So they got to bring in a team to really like, even his hair is aggravating me right now, because who did his hair? Like, who did that wig? I know somebody black ain't do that wig. I just like, even that's bothering me. Like, why y'all got his hair? Now y'all got me sounding like Grace Randolph. Why his hair like that? Like, what's going on with my man's hair? Who put that wig on his head? Come on, man. Come on. Y'all gotta add a little bit more sauce to Mr. Terrific, man. Man's lineup ain't even kind of crispy. The wig is bothering me. Like this, I ain't got no faith in this team, because why does his wig look like that? It's a horrible wig. We are in 2026. It's too many black hairstylists out for our people to be looking like this. No. If you can't even get his wig right, I know you're not going to get his story right. That's just my opinion. Y'all, this is all entertainment. Don't take me serious. Don't take me serious. Because you'll have some people get in the comments like, you're judging the character because of his wig. You damn right. Because we care about our hair. We care about our hair. Our hair is important. Okay, that's part of our culture. We care about our hair. And for you not to care about their hair, you don't even care about the goddamn character to me. I knew James Gunn ain't give a damn about the character when he started using his powers and they played that damn Tinkerbell song. I said, this is horrible. Ridiculous. Yeah, he go to Supercuts. Man, y'all could have got my homeboy up the street. He would have came on set and made sure that wig was fire. Dwayne talking about that's his hair. No. I know that's his hair, but that's not how. No. This is where we don't stick to the comics all the way. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Lauren says CW. They snap. Oh yeah, it was. Let me pull up the CW. Let me pull it up. I think I've seen that before. Mr. Oh, y'all. I don't know. Look, I want Mr. Terrific to win, but y'all could be doing Static, man. Let's do the Static show. You know what I'm saying? I think Mr. Terrific need to get a couple more things under his belt before he get his own show. And how, like, 8 episodes, 7 episodes, like this got to be good. This has got to be a good show to make me want to watch this. You know what I'm saying? They gotta bring some more people on this project. They gotta bring some of us on here. Put a little seasoning on this thing. But I want this man to win. You know, they did him wrong in X-Men when he had a bad wig then. God damn, he giving back. When he was Darwin, his hair was messed up. Damn. Where Eddie from? Is Eddie American? Mr. Terrific actor. Eddie. Let's see where Eddie from. Eddie, where you from? Oh, he's Kenyan. They be getting their haircuts over in Kenya. Don't do that. He played in Twilight too? What? I didn't know this was him in Twilight. Did y'all know he was in Twilight? Did y'all know that? Let me show y'all him in Twilight. Did y'all know he was in Twilight? Eddie, I love me's a good old vampire movie and TV show. I didn't know this was you in Twilight. His hair looked better in Twilight. How Twilight got better dreadlocks than Game of Thrones? What is going on? Even his hair looked better then. Who did the hair on Twilight? Because his hair looked good there. His hair looked nice there. Whoever did their hair on did these dreadlocks in Twilight need to be doing cordless dreadlocks on House of Dragon, because they got yarn in Cordless's hair. At least Adam got like real locks. They got poor yarn in Cordless's hair. Get it, Eddie. Get it, Eddie. All right, good luck, Eddie, man. I hope you win. I didn't know you was in Twilight. I need to go back and watch that. Torian says, Tina is blowing up on TikTok with all the Vampire Lestat commentary. I don't watch the show. Tina be cracking me up with all the videos. Yeah, man, I love the Anne Rice universe. You should watch it, Torian. I'm telling y'all, go to Netflix and watch season 1 of Interview with the Vampire. Y'all be talking about we ain't got no black representation. We got black vampires in New Orleans. Oh, baby, I was all the way brought in when I found out it was going to be black vampires in New Orleans. Yes, I love Interview with the Vampire. And my girl Akasha finna come too. Oh, it's going down when my girl come. Y'all need to be watching. Torian, you need to watch it. JD Informant said, I have 3 co-workers that will not shut up about Interview with the Vampire. Bro, if Interview with the Vampire was on HBO, it would be one of the biggest shows out. Bro, Interview with the Vampire is one of the best shows that have came out since 2020, since COVID. Hands down, one of the best shows since COVID. Torian said, one day I'll sit down and watch it. I'm telling you, if you can Interview with the Vampire was kind of like Game of Thrones for me. Like when I first kept trying to watch Game of Thrones, I could never get through that first episode. I just couldn't get through it. I'm like, bro, this shit boring. I can't get through it. When I made it to the end of Interview with the Vampire, at the end of the first episode of Interview with the Vampire Lestat punches a priest through the back of the head. Boom! Fist goes through the priest's head. And I'm like, oh, hell no! What type of vampires are these? I was brought in. Ever since then, and when he punched the priest through the back of the head, and he turned, I was in there. She told me I'll check it out this weekend. Now I always let people know. I don't know what people's orientation is. It is a little gay, okay? If you could just stomach a little gay, 2 men, it's not over the top. But you got 2 men who kiss here and there. If you can just push through that Interview with the Vampire is one of the best shows out. Torian says it's only 2 seasons. It's 2 seasons of Interview with the Vampire on Netflix. Season 3 is The Vampire Lestat. It's on AMC right now. So, yeah. It's pretty good, though. Pretty good. All right, let's move on. We done went all off topic. I didn't even have any plans on talking about Interview with the Vampire. Let's talk about Supergirl. All right, y'all. Let's talk about what happened with Supergirl. But let's be honest. This movie just did not connect with audiences at the box office. I mean, it opened well below expectations, and now people are asking what went wrong. And now we're hearing reports that there were creative tensions behind the scenes with discussions over key creative choices, including decisions that ultimately went through James Gunn. But here's one thing I will say. I don't think Millie Alcock was the problem. You know what I'm saying? She did a great job. One of the biggest compliments I've seen was she the best part of the movie. Even people who didn't really enjoy the film, they came away saying, hey, she's a good Supergirl. It felt a little bit like Quantumania, right? Y'all remember when Ant-Man Quantumania came out? People was like, that movie was, but Jonathan Majors did good. That's how I felt about Supergirl. It's like Supergirl was like, but Millie Alcock did good. To me, the movie just felt off. It never really found this identity. Like 1 minute it wanted to be like this emotional space western. Then the next it felt like they was trying to recreate Guardians of the Galaxy. The tone just kept bouncing around. And I just felt like the film never settled into what it wanted to be. There were moments where you could see like potential. Like there were some good moments, but you could tell the actress, Millie Alcock, she understood the pain, the anger, the loneliness that makes this version of Supergirl different than Superman. But a great lead performance can only carry a movie so far. Like the story needed to be tighter. The emotional moments needed more room to breathe. Some of the creative decisions just didn't land. The good news for DC is I don't think this like closes the door on Millie Alcock as Supergirl. Obviously, she's going to be in Superman Part 2. If anything, I want to see more of her. With a stronger script, clearer vision, because sometimes it isn't just the actors. Sometimes the movie all around just doesn't come together. And it's quite disappointing because the director, Craig Gillespie, he's a good director. This is the man who did Cruella. He did I, Tonya. Like, this man knows how to make movies. The problem is James Gunn coming in and trying to make Guardians of the Galaxy meet Superman. This movie was like so frustrating to watch because I could clearly see 2 different imprints on this movie. Like when they on Krypton, the stuff on Krypton was good. I could watch that all day. That was gold. When she not on Krypton and she just out here drinking, she kept getting beat up. Ruthie, the actress, did a good job, but she was so aggravating. I just feel like Millie Alcock just deserved better. And for my good brother Blue over at Blue's house, I watched this stream and to push back and say, oh, Blue talking about, oh, why is the average person criticizing the script? Y'all not professional script writers. Baby, you don't have to be a professional script writer to understand media literacy. Okay, they teach that in the 2nd and 3rd grade, how to read, put a story together, and understand what you just read. People can sit down, watch a movie, and say, yo, this story isn't good. The story just isn't fit. And the story comes from the script. So you don't have to be a professional script writer to criticize. Like, this story was just, ugh. And what makes me so mad is James Gunn was literally pushing his chest out and throwing shots at Kevin Feige like, yo, we don't do that over here at DC. We don't be working on scripts at the last minute. We only pushing out great scripts. Bro, this was not good. This was not good. And this is why he has to stop talking so much, because you end up eating your words. And if we keeping it a bean, Superman didn't have a great script either. It was just all right. It was just all right. So it's unfortunate. Like, I never went into this movie wanting to bring it down. That's why I never even did a movie review on it, because I did not want to shit on this movie because I don't like James Gunn. I went in with high hopes. I went in to sit down and watch this movie with high hopes. Like, I want to see a good Supergirl movie because I like Millie Alcock. And this was just an extremely frustrating movie to watch. And that's sad, yo. It's just sad. And James Gunn has to understand his job. And I said it when he got this job. I'm like, yo, that man is not an executive. He is a creator. He should not be running a studio. He does not understand that. He doesn't understand the audience. He don't understand the audience, and he's treating DC like his own playground, and he gonna do what he want to do. He gonna play with the toys he want to play with. No. That's not how an executive works. An executive is gonna make a solid business decision. Then they're gonna let the creatives get busy. James Gunn is working backwards. He's making creator decisions, and then saying we finna rock with that. No, you can't. You can't. He thinks because he made 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies that he gonna do that for Supergirl and people gonna rock with it. No, bro. No. There's not many executives that can be creatives. There's just not a lot of people who can do it. Say what you want about Tyler Perry, but he is the best at it. Tyler Perry is the best at being an executive and a creator. He knows what he's doing. He's not making passion projects to fill his cup up. He knows exactly what his audience wants, and he gives it to them every time, and he puts out success after success after even if people think Tyler Perry's stuff is crap, it's successful because Tyler Perry knows his audience. James Gunn does not know his audience. James Gunn thinks he is the audience. So James Gunn is putting out stuff that he wants to see. He's not thinking like an executive. He's thinking like, I'm going to put out what I want to put out because I know what I'm doing. Yo, I'm telling y'all right now, James Gunn is in a tough spot, bro. And then some people are like, oh, y'all just too hard on James Gunn. No. Everybody gets to smoke. He needs to stay out the kitchen with the creators. Stay out the kitchen. Don't hire me for a job, especially if I'm a competent director. And then you coming in wanting to co-direct with me. No, bro, I don't need no co-director. We've been giving the same smoke to Kevin Feige ever since WandaVision. When we found out, he came in, he changed the ending of WandaVision. Kevin Feige came in, changed the ending of Quantumania, letting Kang get beat up. We criticized that too because it's like, why would you do that? That's stupid. I feel the same way about James Gunn. Stay away from these people projects. Stay away. Go figure something out. Gunn has to figure out if he's going to be an executive or is he going to be a creator. And then some people was like, yo, he wasn't even involved with Supergirl because he was filming Superman. Bullshit. BS. Superman wrapped the summer of 2024. Supergirl started filming 2025. He was involved with that production. He was involved. We found that out a couple weeks ago. I knew this movie wasn't going to be good and I done been in corporate America long enough to understand corporate talk. When the director came out 3 weeks ago, and he was like, yeah, me and James Gunn, we had some, what did he say? He said, he used a funny word. He was like, we had some heightened discussions about creative things. I said, oh, I know what that means. I already know what he was trying to say. James Gunn came in and started messing with stuff. That's what he says. He said it in a professional way, and I already knew what he meant. So, James Gunn has to figure something out quick. He needs to understand that his role is an executive, because if I'm a director, I'm not coming over here to work with you if I know you're going to come in and try to take my project over. And that's why he's not going to attract like some directors. Same thing with Marvel. There's some directors who just won't work with Marvel because they know that Marvel likes to come in and start touching shit. So James Gunn got to figure it out, man. He got to figure it out. He should have never, they should have never made this man an executive of a studio. He should have just been brought in as the director for Superman. That's it. And then they talking about he might be directing Batman too. Only in America. Only in America. Can you just... This shit is crazy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Jay said Lobo was the best part of the film. I didn't even like Lobo in it. I didn't even like Lobo. She said Lobo didn't move me at all. Yeah, I didn't even like Lobo in it. I'm like, y'all could have kept him out. He didn't really do nothing. What Tina is describing wasn't what I saw in the movie Supergirl. Really? Well, that's why we have our own opinions, Jay. O-Dog said it was actually cool. It had me laughing here and there. Lobo was dope. Nathan said Tina said the same things. Torian said most of my issues came in the third act. Dwayne said, I see two problems. Not a lot of people are familiar with this version of Supergirl. Secondly, the things she said on the press tour. No, we can't blame that. We can't say not a lot of people are familiar with this version of Supergirl. It don't matter what people don't know. If it's good, it's going to be good. Do you know how many people never heard of Black Panther until the Black Panther movie came out? Black Panther was not like this household name that we think it was before that movie came out. A lot of people knew nothing about who T'Challa was, who Dora Milaje. They ain't know nothing. But when you put out a good movie, you're going to rock it out. So it has nothing to do that people didn't know this version of Supergirl. Millie Alcock was not the problem. She did fine. This was just not a good movie. Just wasn't. Jay said the acting was good. The script was bad. Yeah. She said, nah, that script was bad. Actors did that. Yes. It ain't got nothing to do with these actors. They did their job. Jay said, what you're saying, Gunn don't understand. That would explain putting an orgy in Peacemaker. Hello? What? Like, listen, and I'm all for, I will never judge people for how they want to make their art. But it's like, bro, come on. Come on. He got to tighten up. Lauren said the comic was right there. Y'all know I'm not even big on that. I understand these people are going to change things from the comics, but you could just feel this movie felt like it was people in the kitchen. Craig Gillespie knows how to make movies. I have seen his films. That's why I was excited for this Supergirl. I was like, yo, Craig's going to do good. Millie Alcock is a great actor. I had high hopes for this movie until I sat down and I'm like, this is Guardians of the Galaxy. They trying to make this Guardians of the Galaxy. That did not feel like a Craig Gillespie movie at all. Marvin said on the quieter side, I didn't like Supergirl or Superman. Hey. And y'all, if y'all want to keep it real, this Superman 2 movie he working on, look, it's a lot in that movie. It's a lot going on. His butt, like, yo, James Gunn got to tighten up, man. Got to tighten up. I'm going to do the same thing. When Lanterns come out, I'm going to sit down. I'm going in with high hopes. And if it's good, I'm going to come out and I'm going to say, James Gunn, that's what you need to do moving forward. You need to green light more projects like that. If Clayface is good, I'm going to say, James, that's it. You need to do more stuff like that. And when I say more stuff like that, I mean, hire people for the job, let them do the job, and you go sit your ass down somewhere. Don't come in touching these people's scripts and redirecting and changing stuff. Hire people and let people do their job. That's it. The green screen stuff looked horrible. Not only did the green screen stuff look horrible, they had her looking horrible throughout the whole movie until the end. I'm like, why y'all got her looking like this? Why y'all got Supergirl looking like... they caught the most awkward, like, face shots of her. And I'm like, what is the purpose of this? Like, yo, I don't know. And I hate doing this. I hate, like punching down on somebody's art, because I know how hard it is to get a group of people together to make a movie. Making a movie is so difficult. It's so many moving parts. It's so many restless nights for people working on projects. So I hate coming in and punching down on somebody's art. But yeah, this was just, I don't know, man. It just was and now, and you better believe it, over the next week or two, they gonna keep throwing stones at each other and pointing fingers on who did what. You know what I'm saying? Because Craig don't want to go down with this ship, because Craig, that man know how to make movies. Craig Gillespie know how to make movies. James Gunn wanted to come in and wanted to put his spin on it, because he wanted Supergirl to make sure that it kind of lines up a little bit with Superman, and people like my Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Let's add a little Guardians, and that shit was trash. Stay away, James. Stay away. Stay away. Torian talking about it'll blow over by the time Odyssey comes out. Look, bro, it's gonna blow over, but as a director, that's your scarlet letter you have to wear. Craig has to wear that scarlet letter. It's going to blow over for us. We're not going to be talking about it no more, but that's going to be, you know, a L on his resume that he got to carry. And if he feel like, this is how I feel. I create videos. If my video bombs, I can swallow it, because it's like, that's my video. I made it. But if I'm working on a video and Tori and you come in and you try to tell me to do this and add this and take that out and the video bomb, I'm be pissed off. Because I'm be like, Tori, I ain't even asked you for all this shit. I could have just bombed by myself. I ain't need your help to bomb. And once again, like I put in the chat with the good brother Darius, them, James Gunn love to talk. We ain't seen James Gunn in the past 2 weeks. Where he at? Why he ain't been on the press tour for Supergirl? Why have you not been out saying, you know what? And this is what a good true leader would do, would say, look, man, we tried to put out the best Supergirl film possible. It didn't connect, but I 100% stand behind Millie Alcock. Y'all will be seeing her in in Superman Part 2. You know, she is our Supergirl. We're going to be rocking with her. We're going to take another shot at it. You know, this is a part of, you know, the growing pains of building something up. Everything ain't going to work. We ain't heard from him. Where he at? What Drake said, where he at? Where he at? Oh, he working on Superman. He ain't got time. He ain't got time to do press or act like no executive no more now. He got to work on his own. Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all know why I be giving James Gunn hell? Because we could not get away with this. What black director do you know could get away with this and keep their job? Not even black directors, just black films at all. Y'all remember the whole controversy they had with You, Me, and Tuscany, when it was like, oh, if You, Me, and Tuscany don't work, they not gonna make no more black rom-coms. We don't get like the chances that other people get. We don't get those chances. Look, I will be watching Lanterns, and I hope it does well. James Gunn, you better tighten up. You better he gonna quit. He gonna quit, y'all. I don't think he built for it tough. I don't think he gonna see this thing through. I don't think he gonna see it through. I think he gonna quit. I think he gonna quit. I think he a quitter. All right, y'all. Take a little commercial break. Go drink some water. Gonna come back. We're gonna get through this Marvel stuff, and I'm gonna let y'all have y'all good old weekend. Commercial break. I'll be back.
Commercial break with a movie Lair. Grab some snacks and pull up a chair. Commercial break with a movie Lair. From Wakanda to Gotham, we talking all that here. Commercial break with a movie Lair. The movie Lair, the movie Lair, movie Lair. Commercial break, commercial break.
Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some water and some snacks. Me back here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. We cover rumors and movies, all that here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some snacks and pull up a chair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. From Wakanda to Gotham, we talking all that here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Movie Lair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Movie Lair.
Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some water and some snacks. Meat bag, yeah. Commercial break with the movie Lair. We cover rumors in my movies all day, yeah. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some snacks and pull up a chair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. From Wakanda to Gotham when we talking all that hell. Commercial break with the movie Lair. 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 Commercial break. The movie Lair. The movie Lair. The movie Lair. Commercial break. Commercial break. Commercial break with the movie Lair. From Wakanda to Gotham, we talking all that hell. Thanks for chilling on commercial break with the movie Lair. We about to start right now. Get back here. Thanks for chilling on commercial break with the movie Lair. Thanks for chilling on commercial break with the movie Lair. Thanks for chilling on commercial break. Get back here. Get back here. We about to start. We about to start.
How many likes you got?
How many subscribers I got? Come here. Come to the camera. My brother-in-law done came to visit me, y'all, and he talking about how many subscribers you got. I got like 7,000 subscribers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What's your favorite movie? Tell the people.
Avatar.
And what else?
Avengers.
See, he's a Marvel fan too. Yeah. This is my brother-in-law. You get to come hang out with black people for 2 days.
Yeah.
We're gonna do black people shit.
Yeah.
He come to hang out with do some black people shit. Oh man. All right, y'all. I'm back. What else we got to talk about? We're gonna talk about some Marvel stuff. We gonna talk about Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
I like Marvel.
Yeah, I like the Hulk.
Oh, you like the Hulk?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Well, we're gonna have to come get you and take you to go watch the Avengers movie. You know, it's the Avengers movie. It's a Spider-Man movie coming too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna have to take you to go watch it.
You guys gotta see the new Moana movie that's coming out July 10th.
Moana, yeah, that's on my schedule right here. Moana, yeah. I don't think I'm going to watch it. Oh. I don't know if I want to see like The Rock. You like The Rock?
He's a good actor.
Okay.
I don't think he fits into Moana position. He's like...
He said he don't think The Rock should be in the Moana position. Well, see, when you The Rock, you can do what you want to do. So he just pushed himself in there. Yeah. He ain't got no business being there. No. Should have went to somebody else. Yeah. That's what I think. All right, y'all. We finna finish this show. So you gonna pull a chair up, or you gonna sit back there? Or what you gonna do? Or you gonna talk to the people? You got a phone?
No.
Oh damn, he ain't even got no phone.
I left it at home.
My wife is a horrible person. You left your phone at home? How you out in the streets without a phone?
I know. It's sad.
And you live in South Florida? Now what if somebody snatch you up?
Well, I'm gonna beat him up.
You know how to fight? Yeah, you gotta know how to fight down there. See, they in the comments, they said, facts, The Rock is forcing his way into the movie. Dan the Man said, ban him from the cookout. Why I gotta ban him from the cookout? Oh, man. He said The Rock is his favorite character. Have you ever seen the Black Panther movie?
Yeah, I like the new one.
Oh.
But the guy died.
Yeah, he
It
did.
was cancer.
Yeah. See, this is my new brother-in-law because my wife's mom just married his dad. So this is my new brother-in-law. So, you like Black Panther? Do you think we should come on up here and talk to the people, because this is a very controversial topic in my chat. Do you think they need to recast and bring a new Black Panther? How do you feel?
Yeah, I think they should bring a new one.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's been since 2020.
Yeah, we need a new Black Panther.
Yeah.
So, did you watch the second movie when he passed away in the movie?
Yeah.
And at the end, you see they brought his son?
Yeah.
Do you think his son should be the new Black Panther?
Yeah.
Oh.
And the daughter, his daughter should be like
An advisor?
Yeah.
Hey, now these is the kids talking. Me and him ain't never had this conversation. This is a kid saying the son should be the Black Panther. So you think the son should just grow up and just carry the mantle?
Yeah.
The kids is speaking. Me and him ain't never had this conversation ever in life. He say the son should do it. Now, the people in my chat, they said they need to throw the son in the trash can.
Nah, they shouldn't.
I believe the children are our future. These are kids. This is who they making the movie for. See, they in the comments talking about Tchalla don't have a son. My brother-in-law said he watched the movie and he do got a son, and he want the son to take on the mantle because the son his age. He want to see somebody his age being Black Panther.
Yeah.
Now what y'all got to say? These is the kids talking. They talking about precisely why his cookout privileges have been revoked. So the people in the chat, they don't want the son to be the Black Panther.
Well, he needs to, because he was gonna take the actor job.
Well, so the people in the chat feel like they need to go get another adult person to be the new T'Challa. They don't want the son.
I think the son should be, or they can have the daughter be Wakanda girl.
Yeah, but I think she want to be a scientist. I don't think she really want to be Black Panther.
Yeah, because if you go in the Marvel movie where Thanos defeats the world, she's like a scientist because she helps the guy try to fix it on the Yellowstone.
Yeah. Hey, he's a T'Challa truther. This is the kid speaking. Me and him ain't never talked about this before. This boy watched Wakanda Forever and said, I want the son to be the new Black Panther. They talking about kids need guidance, recast. The people in my chat don't want the kid. They want another man to come in and be T'Challa.
Well, I think that...
Come up, speak up. Confident.
I think that we should do that. Let the son get a chance.
Jay, you see they in the chat talking about I coached you during the break. I didn't coach him. They just got back to the house and he just came in. I did not coach him. This man makes his own decisions.
Yeah, that's true, guys. I never got coached.
Look at the camera. Tell him you.
Yeah, I'm good. I never got coached.
We ain't never even talk about this. Last time I seen him was in January at the wedding.
Yeah.
I ain't seen him since then. Now he here. We ain't talked about Marvel. I just found out he liked the Incredible Hulk. Tell the people how you feel.
I feel like the Marvel is the best movie in Avatar. Yeah, they got a new one on Disney of Avatar. It's the fire one.
Yep, I ain't seen it yet.
You
I gotta
didn't?
watch it.
I seen it. It was so good.
Okay, I gotta check it out. All right, I'm finna get back to my show. Now, this is the kids. Tell the people bye.
Bye. Make sure you guys subscribe.
That's right. Close my door. Get out. We gonna hang out in an hour. Close my door. Oh man, kids. All right, what we got to talk about next? Marvel. All right, let's pull up some Marvel stuff. Y'all think these kids is dumb. These kids know what they want. They ain't making movie for our old asses. Somebody get out. Why y'all doing it like that? Y'all done took my little brother-in-law cookout privileges away. Leave him alone, man. Hey, that boy from Miami, man. They talking about Tina stay pushing the child. I ain't even talked to this boy about the child. What are y'all talking about? I ain't seen him since January. I'm pushing the child. That man sat up there and gave his own unbiased opinion. We ain't never even talked about the Black Panther. I didn't even know he watched Black Panther. I'm like, you watch Black Panther? I didn't even know. That man spoke his mind. Okay? Y'all leave my brother alone. He's African American. All right? He spoke his mind. All right, let's talk about Infinity Vision. All right, so Disney announced that the Infinity release of Avengers Endgame Encore coming out September 25th, 2026 will include a custom introduction, additional new footage, and a special end tag exclusive to Infinity Vision and IMAX releases. In addition, today, Disney formally launched the Infinity Vision ticketing landing page. Infinity Vision ticket. This is too much Infinity shit. All this. Why they doing all this? Let me tell y'all what really Infinity Vision is. When I was at CinemaCon, they announced this new thing. Disney came out. This is Infinity Vision. They tried to make it seem like this grand new thing that's pretty much set up for Doomsday. Y'all, all Infinity Vision is, Dune has the IMAX screens, and Marvel is like, all right, Dune has IMAX screens. We got something better. We got something called Infinity Vision, a new way to watch movies. That's how they came out at CinemaCon. So I'm sitting there like, well, what the hell is Infinity Vision? They never told us what it is. They just like, it's Infinity Vision. Now that we have found out, all Infinity Vision is, if your theater has like a Dolby screen or a 40X screen, something that has like high standards, Disney is going to go in and register that as an Infinity Vision screen. They're just going to go to your local movie theaters, and if the screen is high quality, they're going to go and say, hey, AMC in Atlanta, room 4, that screen is Infinity Vision. That's all it is. It's just their way to combat Dune having IMAX screens. This don't really matter to me because I actually prefer Dolby over IMAX. But I get that Disney will be missing out on them IMAX theaters probably for like a month, because as soon as Dune comes out of IMAX, Children in Blood and Bone takes it over like the very next week. So yeah, Marvel is not going to have like IMAX screens for a while. Now, as far as Endgame being re-released with new scenes and a new post-credit scene, I'm not going back to the theaters to watch Endgame. Y'all just tell me what the hell happens. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not a big fan of Endgame. Now, if it was Infinity War, I definitely go back to the theater to watch that. But I understand Marvel wants to get everybody hyped for Doomsday by bringing Endgame back, and they're adding in like a little post-credit scene. I mean, it's probably just going to be Peggy and Steve in their universe. I mean, maybe we get to see them talk to Loki. I don't know. But I'm not going back to the theater to watch that shit. Y'all tell me what happens, because I'm not going to watch that. I'm just not. I'm just not doing it. I'm just not gonna do it. Lawrence said, I'm seeing Spider-Man in Dolby, and my AMC just got Screen X. Dolby is always where I'm going. I like Dolby. Our IMAX doesn't have reclining seats, and I'm too old. I can't, I gotta recline. You know what I'm saying? First world problems. If I go to the theater for 2 hours, I gotta recline. It's a first world problem. So I just can't do it. All right. Let's talk about some mutants. All right, so we got some scoops coming from the scooper, James Mack, and he says, the Avengers versus X-Men battle featured in Avengers Doomsday reportedly was originally planned to include more mutants. The final cut does not. Now, I do remember at one point they said that this would be like a mutant utopia and mutants would be running around everywhere. So sounds like the additional mutants are not going to show up. I mean, that sounded kind of expensive anyway, to have a bunch of mutants just running around. You just say that for X-Men movie. So, yeah, sounds like all those additional mutants are not going to show up in Doomsday. I guess that's what James Mack says. Moving on. All right. So Reed Richards and Dr. Doom will reportedly have history in Avengers Doomsday. And there's also reports that Robert Downey Jr. is reportedly suited up in the costume for Dr. Doom 95% of the time. I mean, I think we kind of already heard that. That's kind of... I don't like that, but I guess it is what it is. Because my thing is, if I'm the Avengers and some dude walk up with a mask on, I'm just supposed to trust him? Like, who are you? I don't know. Alex P, he put out a tweet today. He said, it would appear that I was wrong in my previous statements about RDJ's Dr. Doom belonging to an alternate universe. While that path was originally going to be explored, Doom is in fact from 828. My bad. So Alex P originally said that Dr. Doom was going to be from a different universe. Now it sounds like this is going to be Dr. Doom from 828. So that kind of like feeds back into everything that we heard when Doom shows up at the end of Fantastic Four and they said Sue's going to recognize who he is. Child, I guess we'll figure it out. Next up, My Time to Shine Hello says there will be no Hulk in Doomsday, but there will be many Hulks in Secret Wars. All right. Now, I know some people might be disappointed in that rumor because some people want to see more Hulk. Word is, he ain't gonna be in Doomsday, but Marvel is reportedly saving him for Secret Wars, and honestly, that just might be the better play. Secret Wars is the movie where you can kind of go like absolutely crazy with the multiverse. Like we might have Bruce Banner, Maestro Hulk, World Breaker Hulk, just Hulks everywhere. We kind of already saw the concept art that leaked where it was like a little town of Hulks. So, looks like he's not going to be in Doomsday. We will be seeing him possibly in Secret Wars. Okay. Torian said, I saw Endgame in Dolby. What an experience that was. Yep. Lauren says, that's why it's hard to get Dolby Spider-Man tickets. I sure didn't get it. I was waiting too late. I didn't get them. Lauren said, John Campea said the Reddit leak was real. Yeah. But you know what? John Campea be kind of flip-flopping because that Reddit leak has been out for a long time. And when it first came out, John Campea was like, no, that's not real. And now he's saying it's real. I don't know how I feel about it, but it is what it is. Whatever. All right, next up, let's talk about some more mutants. All right, so we got an interesting X-Men rumor to talk about. And, I'm just ready to bring on the mutants. I got on my I Survived Phase 4 and 5 t-shirt today. Let me show y'all my shirt I got on. Yeah, bring on the goddamn mutants. Okay, bring on the mutants. I got on my mutant shirt today, and if you want to get one, you can buy it off my website, www.themovielair.com. And yo, for everybody that's already bought shirts off my site, I just want to say thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for supporting me. I love y'all, man. I love y'all who buy shirts, but I bring on the mutants because I done already survived Phase 4, 5, and 6. Bring the mutants on, okay? Bring them on. All right, now this rumor is going to be coming from friend of the channel, Geeky Cast, and he's saying that all of the X-Men are going to be young adults, and I hope that's true. And if our good brother Dan the Man is in the chat, he's been saying for the longest, Tina, they're going to go to X-Men Evolutions route. Tina, they're going to go to X, and it sounds like that may be right. We don't know for sure. We're just in rumor territory. But yeah, I think one of the biggest mistakes Marvel could make is giving us an entire team that's fresh out of high school. The X-Men work best when you kind of got a mix of generations. You need veteran mutants who've, kind of been through some things alongside the younger mutants who are just learning. So that also opens the door for characters like Storm, Beast, Wolverine, hell, maybe even Emma Frost already kind of being established. Why, you got your Kitty Prydes, your Jubilees, and Rogues kind of young. But that kind of sounds like what they already did before, though. So I don't know. But if we go with a mix, it does give Professor X a reason to already have a fully functioning school instead of like having to build everything from scratch. So, Marvel has the perfect opportunity to make this feel like mutants have always existed. We just never damn knew that they was here. Okay. And with the multiverse about to collide in Secret Wars, they can introduce experienced mutants, which it already seemed like Sadie Sink is an experienced mutant as Jean Grey without having to explain like origin stories. Damn, Sadie Sink is controlling tanks and all types of stuff in Spider-Man. So it seemed like she already know what the hell she doing. But, that's a more interesting approach. But then that's just also kind of tricky because it's like, if Storm is going to be older, but she can't be too much older than Sadie Sink. Like, Sadie Sink looks like she's about 22. So Storm can't be no more than what? 27, 28? Where does that put T'Challa or T'Challa Jr.? It's also interesting with all of this stuff. I guess we just got to kind of wait and see. She said, I rocked my Storm shirt the other day. Shout out to you, Sheet. I appreciate you. Dan the Man said, put some respect on X-Men Evolution. Hey, Dan the Man, you have been screaming. You have been screaming from the mountaintop, Tina, it's going to be X-Men Evolution. I'm telling you, it's going to be X-Men Evolution. That's what you've been saying the whole time. So it looks like that's who we might get. All right, let's see.
Shout out to the super chat. Shout out to the super chat. I like that. Shout out to the super chat. Shout out to the super chat. Thanks for supporting. I like that.
Shout out to the super chat from Lawrence. For the X-Men 97 Dave's Hot Chicken Meal. I don't think we have a Dave's Hot Chicken where I'm at. Let's see. I don't think we have one here. Do we? See, we but I feel like we had one. Dave's Hot Chicken near me. Nah, we ain't got one of them, Lawrence. We ain't got one of them. Lauren said Miss Marvel's a mutant. Yep. Dan the Man says older Wolverine, Beast, Emma is X-Men Evolution, big dog. Nathan said that doesn't work for me. The mutants have always been here. It's gotta be that they always been here because we got a Jean Grey and Spider-Man controlling tanks. Lawrence said X-Men Evolution Storm was older. I like when she mocked Mystique. Was she a lot older than Jean and Scott, though? I can't remember. Lawrence said right, but that they kind of made her a mammy. Storm is always a mammy. Like, I seen you say that. I seen Darius talk about that. They gonna always make Storm a mammy. She always a mammy. What's y'all definition of mammy? What's y'all definition of a mammy? Is it like the black woman who just always is kumbaya and wants to take care of everybody? She always gonna be that. I don't care who is writing Storm. She always the come here, let's talk about peace and let's, you know what I mean? That's how they always do Storm. Sanju says, is Sabrina Carpenter a good choice for Emma Frost? I don't think, I seen that going around. I don't think Sabrina Carpenter. Is that the girl who had the Levi's controversy? Was that the one who had the Levi's jeans controversy? Was that her or was that somebody else? Dan the Man says she's Spike in the show. I gotta watch X-Men Evolution. I started it and then I didn't finish. I haven't even watched X-Men 97. It's too much shit going on. She said, no, that's Sweeney. Okay, I have seen people saying that Sydney Sweeney would be a good Emma Frost too. I don't think you need a name attached to Emma. I don't think you should go get like a name for Emma. Emma Frost don't need like a celebrity playing her. All you gotta do is just go find a bad bitch white woman to be Emma. Like go find. You know, you ain't got to go get nobody. Sanju said Jeff Snyder posted it. Sabrina Carpenter. Is she an actress? I know y'all saying she's a singer, but has she done movies too? She looks like she's done a couple movies. Okay. I don't think Emma Frost needs to be a name. I don't think Emma needs to have a name. Free Spirit said that's what makes Storm mother. That's right. That's what makes her mother. Yeah, so I want to understand, what is y'all's definition of a mammy? I want to understand that because, you know, we all from different places, and I think we all have different definitions of what a mammy is. So, Lawrence, you tell me, what is your definition of a mammy? I need to know to see if we on the same page about it. Because Darius said the same thing, and I'm like, let me look it up. Let's see. What is the definition of a mammy? Yeah, man. I mean, Storm is. I just looked up like the technical definition of a mammy, which means a dark-skinned black woman who's in charge of catering and taking care of white students. Storm gonna always be a goddamn mammy. That's her job. Then, like that. Yeah, that's what she do. That's. I've always, if that's what we gonna call a mammy, that's just. She's the mother, of course. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, that's her job. unless you go put her over in Wakanda. That's what she always do, is take care of them goddamn kids. Free Spirit said mother, not mammy. Okay. I see the difference. Okay. Because I'm from the South, so I know what my definition of mammy is. You know what I mean? And I know it could be different in different parts. Free Spirit said mother, not mammy. Hey, man, based off of our definition, she's going to always be a mammy because she's going to be taking care of them goddamn children if she in the X mansion. That's just what it is. And you know she going to end up there. Even if they make her queen of Wakanda, she eventually going to end up taking care of them goddamn kids. All right, we done talked up Wakanda. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this because I did a whole video on my page. But GeekyCast said that Denzel Washington will be playing the Shadow King in Black Panther 3. And I don't know how I feel about that. So Denzel, Shadow King. People are all also saying that Storm is rumored to appear in the film. Now, if both of these rumors end up being true, they may actually fit together because Shadow King and Storm do have, run-ins. Shadow King is one of the oldest and most dangerous, psychic villains in Marvel. And Storm has a long history with him in the comics dating back to when she was a young girl in Africa. So, introducing Storm through a conflict with Shadow King, I could see it happening, but I'm not a big fan. I'm just not a big fan of it, but it is what it is. Plus, Ryan Coogler, you know, he likes mixing politics and culture and spirituality. So, could I see him like? I just can't see him. I just can't see him like wanting Denzel to be Shadow King. I might be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I might eat this one day and be like, "Yep, this is what it is." But it just seems so like out of left field. I don't know. And I see my brothers over there on Pantheon the other night. They was like, Black Panther 3 gonna make $400 million at the box office. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Y'all, people really be hating. I can't stand Black Panther 3 because he not getting recast. All right, let's talk about TJ. Talk a little bit about TJ. I don't know what happened to my mic. Where did I stop, y'all? My mic went out. Where did I stop? I think you on mute. Where did I stop? I don't know why my mic went out. Everything is plugged in tight. Where did I stop, y'all? Where did I stop? What's the last thing I said? Tell me you got to do it all over. So you gotta do it all over. Let's go back up. This is how I redo the whole segment. See, this is why I have a script. So Alex P. over the Cosmic Circus says that he is pretty much sure that T'Challa's son is not going to be a junior. He's not going to be T'Challa's second. He's not going to be Toussaint. He's not going to be $2 bill. He's not going to be 2 Chainz. He's going to be T'Challa. That's just going to be his name. Now, if that's true, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it just feels like calling him T'Challa is just Marvel's way of saying, hey, he just finna take over his father's legacy. He ain't gonna be the son. He gonna be T'Challa. But the question that I always have is, how old is this kid gonna be? Last time we saw little TJ, he was like 7 or 8 years old. By the time Black Panther 3 hits the theaters, how old is he finna be? Is he finna be like a teenager? Is he gonna be like 20 years old? He gotta be in his 20s, because if Sadie Sink is Jean Grey and she's 21, 22, 23, and Storm is 25, 26, 27, how they finna do this? It's gotta be a variant. They just have got to pull a variant in. There's no way to age this boy up 20 years. They gotta do a variant. They gotta, I don't see how you do this. But if y'all have been following me, I told y'all a long time ago what I heard. Somebody very close to this story. Now, this was last year, maybe a year and a half ago. It was supposed to be a coming of age story about this boy being a teenager. That was the last I heard. That can't be the story anymore, because if Jean Grey is 2023, Storm is 26, 27, T'Challa got to be older, unless they just not going to go that route. Unless they just not going to go to T'Challa Storm route. But if they not going that route, don't even put her in the goddamn movie. All this is just weird. And it feels like Free Spirit said, well, isn't there a time jump anyway? But not 20 years. Last time we saw TJ, he was like 7, 8. They got to do a variant. I just cannot see. This would be different than what I heard was he was going to be a teenager. 15, 16, 17. That's what the original story I heard. And that would have been okay, because originally the damn mutants was going to be teenagers. So everything was going to kind of line up. But now it looks like the mutants not teenagers. It looks like they 21, 22, 23. Unless they're going to try to tell us that Sadie Sink is 16, 17 years old. Now, if that's the route we going, if they like Sadie Sink is a teenager, which she can. Sadie Sink could, we don't know how old she is in this movie. She might be 16. But she looks like she's 21, 22. So I don't know how they aged this boy up. The only way this can work is, I don't know. Dan the Man said if he was 8 then he would be about 12 now. Yeah, he would be about 12 now. I'm sure there is going to be some type of time jump, but a 10-year time jump? Nathan says Ryan needs to swallow his pride and give us a variant of T'Challa. Yeah, I just don't think he letting this story go, man. Dan the Man said that's how they did Pete. Pete who? Pete who? Now, I talked about in my video, they did age Cassie Lang up when, after Ant-Man 2, and then Scott went into the quantum realm, and when he came out, she was, she had been aged up. Lawrence said Spider-Man is 5 years later, so Sadie is in her 20s to match with Tom. But do we know that for sure, Lawrence? They didn't age Peter Parker up. When did Peter Parker get aged up? I feel like his age has been consistent with, since we met him. We met him at like 15 years old. In Civil War, he was on like 14, 15. He got blipped. I think his Spider-Man's age is right on time. He should be about 20. T'Challa Jr. is 7, 8. He not 15. They finna take him from 7, 8 years old to goddamn 23, 24. That's a lot. And if y'all pay attention, all these plot leaks that we get for Doomsday and Secret Wars, they don't really say a lot about Black Panther or Wakanda. So we really don't know what's going on with that situation in Doomsday or Secret Wars. She said, man, fuck his story. He in college, he lost years because of the blip. Yeah. But the blip would make sense unless they gonna say like between Doomsday, which they could do this. They might say between Doomsday and Secret Wars, it's been another 7 years. They could do that. That's possible. Dan the Man says, I'm not talking about aging Peter up. What I meant to say is when they cast Tom, he was 18 playing a 15-year-old. Yeah, that makes sense. People play up and down on their age all the time. You know that. You're an actor. But what I'm saying is, like, I guess we got to figure out how old Sadie Sink is. I think Jean Grey's age will kind of tell us a little bit more. But then again, they don't follow the goddamn comics. We don't know what they're going to do. Hell, they might make Storm younger than Jean Grey. Who the hell knows? We don't know what they doing over there. I don't know, y'all. I do not think he's letting this little boy go. I think this boy is here. The question is, do we bring in a variant in Secret Wars and keep him? Dan the Man says she's 24. How do we know how old Jean Grey is? Let's see if we can Google it. How old? People don't even know who the hell Sadie Sink playing, technically. How old is Sadie Sink's character in Spider-Man Brand New Day? It says her age remains unknown. Now, if Spider-Man Brand New Day comes out and they say she's 16 years old, okay, we kind of staying on the path of what I heard. But she looks older. She looks like she's playing like a 20, 21-year-old. I don't know. They don't have her running around like a little teenager. This Jean Grey is running around a little bit like she know what's going on. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know. But I know y'all don't like this conversation about this child. But it's like, what can you do? I'm too old to be getting my blood pressure up. if it's a story that I like, I'm gonna watch it. If it's a story I don't like, I don't watch it. But I try not to like get too upset about things I have no control over. I don't know. Lawrence said, I think she's being controlled. I would not like that. But then again, I don't like none of this shit that they doing. I don't like none of it. I don't. But I'm going to be there. I will be there supporting it 1,000%. I will be there on opening night. I will be there for Spider-Man. I will be there for Doomsday. Just like I was there for Superman and I was there for Supergirl. I will be there for all of these films because I'm going to watch it. Don't mean I got to agree with what's happening. What's happening then? All these movies sound stuffed. Black Panther 3 sounds stuffed. They talking about T'Challa Jr., Shuri, Storm, Shadow King, Brother Voodoo. That's a lot. Spider-Man got a lot going on. Superman, a lot going on. They putting too much into these movies. I'm getting too old for all this shit. It's a lot. But I'll be there, child. I'll be there. And y'all heard my little baby brother-in-law. He said he want the son, okay? Because he see somebody his age and he want to grow up with the son. God damn it. He said he watched the movie and he want the story to continue from the movie. Y'all heard what my little brother-in-law said. That's who they making these movies for. Not us. We too damn old for this shit. They making the movies for them young kids. Ren said he wants T'Challa Jr. to take the mantle. He said follow the story. He don't want nobody else. Oh, Jesus. Damn. All right, y'all. I think that's it. It's midnight. I pushed through for y'all, even though I feel under the weather. I'm finna take my little Alka-Seltzer right now. Get into bed. Hopefully next week we'll have a better live when I feel better. But appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. And if y'all do watch Interview with the Vampire Lestat, make sure y'all watch my video going up Sunday. She told me you told him to get out. Yeah, I kicked him out. You know, with my wife, they'll figure it out. My word said recast T'Challa so these old ass MCU fans can shut up. Oh man, they say they tired of hearing y'all. They tired. I'm about like them recast T'Challa so everybody can hush. Recast him so we can move on, so we can have peace in the community. I'm tired of all this violence. Nathan says, nah, they gotta appease us. We gotta have someone more impressive than Shuri and a child. The problem is, if they age this boy up and it's Damson Idris, and kind of like Darius says, if he put that motherfucking mask on and he doing cool shit and he kicking and he fighting Denzel Washington, the general audience don't know and care about all that. They just going to see a movie, you know? Y'all know how I feel. I want Aldous Hodge to get the role. Go get a variant from another universe. Let it be Aldous Hodge. You got a grown-ass man who's already been ruling, who rules with an iron fist, who know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That would be my choice. But if it's Damson Idris and he the damn kid, which is, if that comes true, y'all know y'all heard it from me first. I have always heard that the boy wanted the long-term deal. He didn't want to be no variant. You know what I'm saying? And my good brother Geeky Cast, he be kind of flip-flopping. I need to hit him up because he be flip-flopping a little bit. Because first Geeky Cast was like, nope, Damson Idris, he's for sure in Doomsday and Secret Wars. Then he like, nope, Damson Idris gonna be in Black Panther 3. So I need to hit him up and kind of, you know, get a little bit more information and be like, well, now what's going on, Geeky Cast? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Because all these rumors that are coming out, we not hearing nothing on Black Panther. They ain't saying nothing on Black Panther. So whatever's going on with the Wakanda situation, it's under wraps. Nathan says, how much money do you think it will make? It's kind of hard for me to say how much money Black Panther 3 would make because I got to know what's going on with it. If it's what we hearing now, I need to know how old the son is. Is the son 15 or is the son 22? I think if it's the son and he's older, Denzel Washington, Storm in the movie, yeah, it's going to make some money. Now, if it's a variant, it's Aldous Hodge, it's Denzel Washington and Storm in the movie, we making some money. If it's a young boy, I think they're going to have problems if he's like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think that's going to be a little problem. So there's too many variables right now for me to guess how much money it's going to make. I need to know a little bit more. And I don't think we're going to find out much more at Comic-Con. I think Comic-Con is really going to be about Doomsday, Spider-Man, Vision Quest. They might tell us the name of the X-Men movie. I don't think they're going to really get too much into Black Panther because I think there's still a lot of uncertainty on what they're going to do with Black Panther. I don't think everything is ironed out for that movie yet. So I don't know. I can't speculate how much money that movie is going to make until I know more details. Whatever is going on with T'Challa or T'Challa Jr., I'll be able to gauge it more. I think if it's an adult T'Challa, you know, we getting 6, 7, 800 million on the low. If it's a child and Shuri still has the suit on and Shuri is fighting Denzel, I think it would still make money. I think it's going to be a tougher sale though. And then you also got to, whatever happens in Doomsday has to make people want to leave out of Doomsday and be like, I got to see what happens in Black Panther. So they have to set Black Panther up good in Doomsday. And I think the perfect setup for a Black Panther in Doomsday would be you go get you a goddamn variant, let it be Aldous Hodge, everything resets and Aldous Hodge is like, I'm still ruling. And I think that's something people would be excited for. So I don't know. Oh, Marie Hare said, what you talking about, Junior? I'm talking about T'Challa Jr. What you talking about? What you talking about, girl? What you talking about? You better say what you got to say, Marie, because I'm finna get up out of here. It's midnight. She said, with T'Challa, a Billy. Without T'Challa, 100 million. See, this is why I have to stop paying. This is where y'all start getting delusional at. This is where you Sheed $100 million. Come on now, Sheed. Give me my Storm t-shirt back and I give you your money back. Don't even, when you get to saying stuff like that, give me my shirt back. Lawrence said, do your brother-in-law think Shuri should stay Black Panther? I don't know. Oh, now he in the chat under Marie Hare. So Junior, let me ask you something, Junior, since you in the chat. Junior, do you think Shuri should still be the Black Panther? Or do you, I don't want to lead him because y'all will say I'm leading him. So I'm just going to ask you one question. Shuri, do you think, he said, yes, he damn do. I don't know, y'all. The kids make their own decisions. Now, Junior, you just said you wanted T'Challa Jr. to be the Black Panther. So who you want, T'Challa Jr. or Shuri? You got to make your mind up. Dan the Man said his name ain't no damn Junior. That's something y'all, cause that boy name is Junior. Junior, don't give out your government name to these people because they might start looking you up. They might go to your school. You see, friend said that is his name. That's his code name. You don't never give your real name out on the internet. Junior, his name. Dan the Man said kill the burner account. Y'all leave my little brother-in-law alone. We finna be doing hood shit with our hood friends this weekend. That's right. And hanging out with his sister-in-law. You cussing, Junior? Or is that Jazz? You better not be cussing in my chat now. I'm going to call your damn daddy. Don't be cussing. See, now I got to get off and go take care of the kids. Because now the damn kids is cussing. Y'all got... That's what happened when you let them South Florida kids loose. They off the chain. You know what I'm saying? He from down bottom. He from down there in the bottom. Y'all got him cussing in the chat and everything. Now I got to tell his daddy he be cussing. Now he from getting in trouble. Damn. And the man talking about watch your mouth. Y'all ever had a brother-in-law that's 40 years younger than you? I'm 40. He like 8. It's my brother-in-law. I don't even know if I could whoop him because he my brother-in-law. He technically my brother. All right, y'all, man. I'm finna get out of here. I'm losing my voice. I'm finna drink my medicine. Yo, man, if you watch The Vampire Lestat, the episode this week is gonna be fire. Oh, now the sister here, big sister. He from Miami. He can't help it. Child, I don't know. Get the belt. I don't beat children now. That just make them more violent. I ain't finna beat nobody kids. Then he gonna grow up and want to try. Man, I don't mess with them kids from down in Miami. They crazy down there. I'm gonna let the boy be. I'm gonna go in there and say don't cuss no more. But I ain't gonna be too hard on them kids from Miami. It's rough. You know what I'm saying? You leave them Miami kids alone. Tell my Tina be doing gentle parenting. Listen, I respect that side of his family. They look like they mafioso men. I'm not finna touch that little boy, okay? He might call his daddy. Next thing I know, the uncles at the door, I got to try to fight them. Y'all ain't gonna come help me? No. Nah. Come on here. You been in there cussing?
Nah.
You wasn't cussing?
Nope. That was not me.
He said that wasn't him cussing. That was Jazz cussing?
Nah.
Oh, so
I don't know who it was. It was the ghost.
Oh, so you be lying?
Nah.
Yeah, cause you look at me in my face and you lying. I can't trust you. Hell nah. I ain't gonna be able to sleep in this house, boy. Y'all know how I feel about people who lie.
It was the dog.
My damn dog been in here with me.
Where is he?
Right there.
Oh.
I ain't gonna be able to sleep peaceful tonight. He be lying. Oh Lord. What time is your bedtime?
2 o'clock.
2?
Yeah.
What do you be doing 2 o'clock in the morning?
With anything. I can sleep whenever, but I like to set a bedtime for 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock your bedtime?
Yeah, one time I'd stay up until 6 and did go good because I had to get up at 8.
Ain't you going to the beach tomorrow?
Yeah.
What time y'all leaving?
7.
Oh, okay. Then the man said, they done kicked you out the cookout. They say you can't have no cookout food tomorrow, man.
Well, I don't care because they need to be quiet.
Y'all heard it? Speaking to them.
They need to be quiet.
Yeah.
With their globulous self.
Hold on now, because that sounded like a little slur. What the hell does galabia mean?
That they discombobulated.
Oh, they discombobulated. Okay. You gotta check it like, hey, you start speaking another language. I thought you was speaking something else. I often say, hey now.
No, I don't speak Chinese.
Okay.
I speak English.
Okay. I'm finna go, y'all.
Bye-bye.
You should have told me you was coming. I would have got you a t-shirt off my website.
Oh. How much is it?
You ain't got to pay. I'll get you one for free.
No, how much is it?
You got some money?
Yeah.
How much money you got?
I got 200.
Oh, you got $200.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, man. We finna go. Peace out. Tell them bye, Junior.
Bye. Make sure you subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe. Tell them buy t-shirt, too.
Buy t-shirt. And also hit that notification bell.
Hit that notification bell. All right, y'all. See y'all next Friday.
Peace.
Peace out. Oh, man. They try to kick you out, Junior.
Nah, they can't kick me out.
They want you up out of here, bro.
Ah, man, I love being black. I love y'all.